Okay, so the first card you've got for your past is this Seven of Cups. Very confusing card, very mixed up card. Okay, before I say anything about that, I can't help this. I have to address what's in the middle here. You can see this, the Ten of Cups, right there in the middle. So the fact that it's in the middle, it's the most important card in this spread. It's the key to this whole spread. Everything rotates around the middle card. And so it's very, very important. So what I'm getting here is there's an important love connection. It feels like it's so big, it's so important that there's nothing that's going to keep you apart. So very, very strong relationship here. It's right in the middle. And yeah, nothing can get in the way of this. This is what I'm getting. It's meant to be. So I just want to say this before I say any more. And yeah, I'll explain this to you now. So I'll show you this. I'll show you what I'm seeing here with this. So, okay, so if you have a look across the middle section, all the way across horizontally, the three cards in the middle going across there. So on the left, you've got the Death card. And the Death card's all about changes. It's all about leaving something behind, going into something new, and death's inevitable. Unfortunately for everyone, death is inevitable. There's no going back. Once death's there, you cannot go back. It's something that has to happen. No matter how much we beg death, it will happen. And you know, you can see there's a priest or a bishop or something, and he's begging death to stop, saying, no, don't go ahead. There's no way anyone can beg that. It is going to happen. So this connection is inevitable. It is going to happen because the Death card is coming right into this beautiful Ten of Cups here. And the Ten of Cups is it's probably the best card you can get for love. I can see there are a few others, but that's probably the best one. And you know, right next to that, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So what's coming out of this love, or what's coming around this love, or around to this love with this wheel that's turning around, is passion and communication, because orange is made up of yellow, which is communication, and red, which is passion. So all that circling around this beautiful love, and it's inevitable. It's going to happen. So if there's someone you're thinking about right now that you're not with now, or that you're worrying about, or that you want to be with them, and you know it's the right connection for you, because this is a pure connection. This isn't for people who are missing someone who they know isn't good for them. That's not for you if that's you. This is for someone who knows this is a good connection, this is the right one for them. If that's how you're feeling about someone, it's inevitable. It's going to happen. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, I had this same feeling. It's really strange. I had this exact same feeling in another reading, and I can't remember which sign it was. I wish I could. I know that's going to annoy you, but I'm not going to try and guess if I can't remember exactly who it was. But yeah, it was mirroring exactly what I'm seeing here. So that reading's probably for them, whoever that is. And I'm really sorry. I wish I could remember who it is, but I can't remember which sign it is. But anyway, this is about you. And yeah, so I just wanted to say that. I had to say that. I had to get that out. I was bursting to tell you when I saw that. Okay, so with the Seven of Cups, yeah, so this is a very confusing card. It can be about delusions, being deluded about things sometimes. So yeah, I'm getting a really complicated situation here, very confusing. Feels a bit like a trap, actually. You were trapped in something confusing. Yeah, I think you were with someone and they promised you a lot of things. They promised you a lot, but yeah, it was all an illusion, like this card. Yeah, I'm getting lies. Yeah, but I don't know if they even realised, this person you're with, I don't know if they even realised they were lying. I know that sounds strange, but if this is you, it's like they had these delusions of where they were heading in life, I think. And it's like, oh, I can do this amazing thing. And you were going along with them. And yeah, I'm getting all kinds of promises here, but they didn't materialise. They didn't materialise. And you were right behind them. You were right behind them. You put a lot into this. And you helped them out. Maybe you helped them out financially as well, because you've got this Seven of Pentacles right next to this. So maybe not, but that's what I'm getting there. When you get that right next to that, there's some money here as well. So Yeah, empty promises. There might even be some kind of addiction here for someone, because I'm getting this mixture of being a bit of a fantasist or being a bit deluded, and that there's a money drain here as well. So with the two of those together, losing money quickly, and being a bit deluded or in a dream world, the two of those can mean an addiction if you get them together. So it may or may not be that, but I think that might be the case for someone. So, but yeah, if this is you, it feels like whatever happened between you, it's a huge drain, a huge energy drain. And yeah, again, I'm getting a money drain. I'm literally seeing in my head a drain or a dark hole in the road, in the ground or something, with coins falling down the hole. So you lost a lot. You lost a lot of energy, and I think some of you lost money, if this is you. So, but yeah, but with this Death card, yeah, you had a lot of love for them, but it feels like that love, in a romantic sense, I think it turned from that more into care than love. I think after a while you were kind of worried about them, and you kind of became this person who just cared. It was more about that than romantic love in the end. That's the kind of thing I'm getting there. So, and I think in the end with this Death card, you just couldn't keep pouring everything into this anymore. And you're not going back. You're not going back to this. That's what this Death card's telling me. With the Death card, that's it. There's no going back. That's it. So, yeah, I think at one time you thought about going back, because I'm getting this, I put a lot into this, I put so much into this, I really have to stay now because I've already put a lot in. But then I think, you just realise that, you'd already wasted that time you had with them already, and you didn't want to waste any more time. And yeah, so this is all about looking forward now, and I think that's what you're doing now. It's difficult. It's still a bit difficult, I think, because you don't love them in that way. This is what I'm getting, but you still care a bit for them. You still have a bit of care left for them. That's what I'm getting, if that's you. Okay, I want to talk about this Ace of Swords. Okay, this feels a bit specific, so I'm just warning you. It's not going to be for everyone. Okay, I'm getting an offer. Yeah, it's something you've been waiting for. It's not an offer, actually. It's something you've been waiting for, and it's coming in. It's like, I've been waiting for this thing. Everything's hinging on this thing. It's something really, really important. It feels like a document, a piece of paper, a license or something. And you're waiting on this. You're waiting on this to come in, if this is you. And someone else is as well. So it looks like someone's helping you with this, or maybe this is someone official that's helping you with this. I don't know. It's really important, actually, because I think, lots hinging on this. And when this is approved, and I think it will be improved, actually, I think it will. I'm seeing that it will. It'll change your life, actually. This is a gift that's coming into you. Look at this hand coming out of the clouds. And swords are about clarity. So it's like you're waiting to hear whether you've got clarity on this, whether they're saying yes or no to you, whether this piece of paper comes in. It's very important. And a lot of things are waiting on this. And a lot of things are on hold in your life, I think, if this is you, because there's this big hold up. You're waiting for this thing to come in. But it's coming in. I just want to show you this. I just want to show you this, if this is you. So, okay, so I'm looking across the bottom now. I'm looking all the way across the bottom horizontally, the bottom row horizontally. So right next to this Ace of Swords, you've got the King of Wands, and his action. He's the King of Action. He's the King of Wands. But he's not walking. He's not doing anything. He's just sitting down right now. He's not standing up yet. So he's not taking action yet. And what that's telling me is there's still a bit of waiting ahead of you. I think someone has to make their mind up about something. They're not sure about this. Because again, if you look at this King of Wands, there's this lizard or this salamander behind his head, and it's going around and around in circles. Can you see that? And it's right next to his head. So someone's not sure about what they want to do about this. They still have to make their mind up. Things are going around and around in their head. That's what I'm getting. But eventually, they're going to make their mind up, because next to this, there's the Three of Cups, which is a really nice celebration. So you'll be celebrating this. This is going to happen. Eventually, they're going to get up, they're going to take action, they're going to make their mind up, and it looks positive because you've got this Three of Cups here. So yeah, this is really, really frustrating, especially for Sagittarius, because you're all about action. You want action. But yeah, you will be able to move forward with this. There's a wait first, there's patience first, but then it's going to happen for you eventually. So I know it's hard for Sagittarius, but try and be patient with this if this is you. It is going to happen. And if it's an official thing, if you're waiting for a government document, they're horrible. They're notorious for being late. So yeah, if that's what it is, you probably realise that they are going to take their time, but it is going to happen in the end for someone. Okay, the first card you've got for your present is this Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, again, if that was you waiting for this yes to come in, waiting for this document, whatever this is, you can see this here. It feels like there's a lot at stake here. There's a lot invested in this with all these coins. It might not be money, but there's a lot that you've got invested in this. You know, you're waiting for this. A lot of things are on hold, waiting. And like this poor man, he's standing there waiting. Well, he's not a poor man. He's got lots of coins next to him. But he's standing there waiting and looking over this and thinking, oh, is this going to grow? Is this actually going to happen? You know, look at his face. So, and that's how you are. But it is going to pay off. So try and stay as calm as you can. I know it's difficult, but just try, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune here as well in your future. So that's showing me that's turning around. And then again, it's turning around into the Three of Cups down there. So however you look at this, whichever angle you're looking at this, there is a positive result at the end of this. So I just want you to see that as well. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking all the way down the center now. Vertically, right down the center at this whole sequence down there. Right, there are a few different things here. Now, yeah, this is definitely a love connection with this beautiful Ten of Cups here. So whatever happens, I just want you to know this. I can see you coming together. You're going to come together no matter what happens. Yeah, it feels like they've got a few barriers up actually. There might be a distance between you as well. I get that a lot with you. I get that a lot in these readings, in your readings. Some kind of distance. But it might not be a physical distance. It can be, but there is a distance. There's definitely a distance because they've got their barriers up. I'm getting that very, very clearly. Yeah, they want a future with you. They want the Ten of Cups with you, and they want to build that future with you, because the Seven of Pentacles can be about building up a stable future with all those coins there. Sorry about that great big thing going past. I don't know what it is. Like a big giant. I don't know what it is. Anyway, very distracting. Sorry about that. Yeah, that they want a future with you. They want to build a future with you. I'm getting that really, really clearly. Okay, what I'm getting here is, I think I'm seeing what this barrier is, or one of them anyway. They've got some problems in their background, I think. I'm getting problems in their background. I'm getting problems in their home life, in their home when they're growing up. Yeah, there's lots of chaos here, lots of chaos in the background. Yeah, something happened in their family, I think, when they were growing up. And it felt really out of control to them. That's how it felt. It's like, I can't do anything about this. I'm spinning out of control. It's a horrible feeling. I can't do anything about this. And I think that really set the stage for how they feel now as an adult. Out of control, and they don't like being out of control. Because yeah, if you look at the Death card, it looks like it's crashing into this beautiful family here in the Ten of Cups. So maybe there was a literal death in the family. Maybe that's what happened. Or, you know, if it wasn't that, something happened. Might have been a divorce, some big incident, some big change. It feels very serious actually. And whatever happened, whatever that big thing was, it caused a lot of chaos in their family, and it caused a lot of emotional chaos inside them. I'm seeing that really clearly, if this is you. So, yeah, I think that might be a part of what this big barrier is. And yeah, if you look at this Ten of Cups as well, there's a barrier there as well. You know, this couple's looking in at this beautiful house, and everything that's there, and their future and all that. But there's a line between them and the scene they're looking at. There's a barrier there. So they see a barrier to a future with you right now. There's something they're going through and it feels emotional. There's a lot of baggage they have to get over. They have to work through something so that they can get closer to you. And it feels very serious, actually. There's some incident. There's an incident that happened and it really, really changed their life, in their background, in their childhood probably. They might even have to have counselling if it's serious. I don't know if they need that, but it does feel serious to me. I don't know. But yeah, you've got a different family background to them as well. You come from a very different background. So that might be a little bit of a barrier for them as well. I don't know. But what I'm getting is you'll be pulled together. No matter what they're feeling, no matter what you're feeling, no matter what happens, you're going to be pulled together. It literally feels like a pull. You'll be pulled together. There's no stopping this. I never say this, but I'm literally getting the words divine will. That's what's coming into my mind. You're going to be brought together. You're going to be pulled together. There's absolutely no doubt about this. It's going to happen. Okay, just something else I'm getting in this King of Wands. Just another thing I'm getting. And yeah, this is specific as well. So just, I'm getting a few specific things here. But someone needs to hear this. Okay. Okay, right. I don't normally like talking about health and things like that because I shouldn't really, but I need to say this for someone. I feel like I have to say this. Okay, someone's struggling after a fall. They've fallen over, or there's an injury, some kind of injury. It's a bit difficult for them to move around or something like that. Then they're not as active as they were. They used to be very active and they're not as active now. So if you know who this is, I'm getting an improvement. I'm getting things improving for them, but they're going to have to be patient because it's going to take time for this improvement to happen. Yeah, they're not the most patient person. They're coming up as the King of Wands. So yeah, there might be a few disagreements between you, a bit of frustration between you. You know, you might be telling them to slow down, take their time. You know, don't rush into things, just get better, take your time, all that kind of thing. Because I'm seeing that kind of thing coming from you. And yeah, they might be angry with you actually, because they're very frustrated. They're very frustrated. But there is an improvement coming to them. There is an improvement coming. It's a slow improvement, but there is an improvement. That's the good news. So yeah, I hope that helps someone. Okay. The first card you've got for futures, the 8 of Swords. Yeah, awful card, especially for Sagittarius, because you hate that trapped feeling. You hate being stopped. You like being on the go. You don't like anyone stopping you. And I think what's happening in the world is it's been really tough for you. This year has been so tough for you because anyone that tries to lock you in or stop you, you automatically go against that. So I think you've struggled with this a lot more than the other signs, I think, or other fire signs are struggling with this too. I am too. So there's a lot of patience in this reading. There's a lot of waiting. That's just how it is. So please don't be angry with me. don't shoot the messenger. But there's lots of patience all the way through this reading. Okay, you've definitely moved on from this axe that's in the 7 of Cups. But yeah, I think when you were with them, yeah, it feels like you lived a totally different life back then. Back when you were with them, it's like you're in a different life now. You're in a completely new life now than you had then. It's almost like you've had 2 lives, one now and one then. It wasn't just them you had to get away from. I think there are other things that were happening in your life as well that weren't good for you, and you just had to get away. Yeah, you just had to leave. You might have even gone up and just walked off at one time. I can't do any more. I have to get out of this. I have to leave. It's not good for me. I can't even talk to anyone. I have to go. So yeah, very quickly you left a situation. And yeah, I think you made some pretty bad decisions back then, but you weren't thinking straight because the 7 of Cups, which is representing that time back then, It's all about confusion, and I don't think you were, I don't think you knew who you were at the time, actually. And you had to remove yourself from an atmosphere or a group of people even. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, just watch out for this, because I'm getting a message coming in, and it's coming in from someone in your past. Yeah, someone's coming back around to you again. Now, it's not this axe. I'm not getting the axe. I'm not getting that. But it's someone from that time in your life. Because, yeah, if you look at this Wheel of Fortune under this, it's right under this, there's a snake and there's this jackal, and they're both coming around this wheel. It's like they're coming back around to you again. And, yeah, the message here is guard yourself against this, like the Sphinx that's on top of this wheel with his sword. He's got his sword up, if you look at that. So, you're on a really good path now. It's a lot more positive than you were. You're a million miles away from where you are. I'm getting that really clearly. So keep moving forwards. Keep moving forwards. You might have to say no to someone, because I don't think you're going back there. You're not going back to that again. But if someone drags you back there, or if they start talking about things that happened back then, it might take you back emotionally. And you don't need that. You need to keep on moving forward if that's you. So that's the message there. And, okay, I'm just looking at this whole sequence now, all the way down here. And you can see this. This is about this love connection again, this newer love connection. So, yeah, there's a barrier around them right now. You can see that in the Eight of Swords. But things are turning around with this Wheel of Fortune. They're turning around in the right way. They're turning around into this Three of Cups where the celebration is. So it's turning around in the right direction. Okay, I have to say this. So I hate seeing this negativity, but I am seeing a little bit of that. But I have to warn you of things when I see them. It's a beautiful connection, so I don't want to spoil it, but I have to say this for someone. Yeah, there's someone that might not like the idea of you getting together. They might even try and cause you a few problems between you. Yeah, it's a female energy. It's a female energy that doesn't like this. Yeah, you can see there's a woman here with her back to us. So, yeah, it doesn't matter what anyone says. It doesn't matter what anyone says at all. This is inevitable. This is divine will. You're going to get together. You're both going to feel that pull together. So absolutely beautiful. But yeah, you're going to need patience. You're going to need patience for the rest of this month, definitely, and probably into the next one. And I hate saying that for Sagittarius, but it's all over this reading. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful connection there, and it's inevitable.